What's up, boys and girls? Jared Welch, RacyDudes.com, back to talk Belmont. We are just over 2 weeks out from Belmont Stakes 154, and sure, we don't have Epicenter, we don't have Zandon, but we do have the Derby winner. That's right, the Derby winner. Remember him, Rich Strike, that won at 80-1. He's back. He's just out to prove that he is not a fluke. You know, that was a real deal kind of effort. Mo Donegal, the distance, the horse that, gosh, you couldn't have asked for a better distance for this horse. Mo Donegal is going to show up. We the people, the new shooter, so to speak. He's going to add his name into the mix. Ethereal Road is back. So while we don't have that kind of rubber match with the, the Preakness winner with no early voting, of course, if Epicenter would have won, the rematch of him and Rich Strike, we do have a very competitive field, and really, it's kind of interesting to watch and see which one of these horses can close. Which one of these horses is really the best out of this bunch. So I'm going to dive through and talk about a bunch of these contenders, and here we go. Barber Road. Last seen finishing 6th in the Kentucky Derby. What this horse lacks in ability, he makes up for in heart. This horse has not won a race, and frankly has not been close to winning a race this year. Yet he continues to show up every single time. Last seen, like I said, in the Kentucky Derby, a non-threatening 6th, but he just kept on coming. He was right there with Mo Donegal as they finished this race. Of course, Mo Donegal did outfinish him. But as a horse going longer, Barber Road is going to be coming. You know he will be. He seemingly will be coming from way off the pace, and see if he can close into the Belmont Stakes winner's circle. Creative Minister, trained by Kenny McPeak, last seen just recently, finishing 3rd in the Preakness Stakes. He was the new shooter, one of the new shooters, so to speak, in that race, coming in off an allowance win at Churchill Downs on the Derby undercard. Preakness Stakes, really wasn't that bad of an effort. Finished 3rd behind early voting, and of course Epicenter. He really just was better than the rest of the field, but he will be a threat as a son of Creative Cause, out of a Tapit mare. He will be dangerous in the Belmont Stakes. Ethereal Road, trained by D. Wayne Lucas, of course, was a horse that scratched out of the Kentucky Derby, giving Rich Strike the entry into the race, and we all know what happened there. Ethereal Road, kind of a big question mark. Entered, could have ran in the Preakness, decided to run in the undercard Sir Barton, and man, did he look good. Give credit where credit's due. This horse made his little late kick and just put that field away, opening up down the stretch. We the people. Trained by Rudolph Brissett, last seen winning, dominating the Peter Pan Stakes on May 14th at, where else? Belmont Park. This horse, now listen, this horse was kind of pegged to be one of the top WinStar horses earlier in the year. Of course, winning maiden and allowance races, heading into the Arkansas Derby. Was terrible in the Arkansas Derby, finishing 7th. Wasn't seen since until the Peter Pan, and boy did he make his appearance known. We the people just extended down the stretch. Listen, he went from being don't know what he is, to a serious Belmont Stakes threat. And of course, Golden Glider finished 2nd, right there at the end. He's in the race too. Mo Donegal, trained by Todd Pletcher, last seen finishing 5th in the Kentucky Derby. Remember, he got that rail draw. Had to really work out a great trip just to get him in contention. And of course, Irad puts him out to the outside, and he's about a mile wide. Just him and Barber Road, which we talked about earlier, just coming late. I feel like the Belmont, he was pegged for the Belmont from the beginning of the year, and yet again, he'll be one of the top, if not the top choice to win this race. Look at him close. Down here, of course, the winner, Rich Strike, closed a little bit better than him, but one of them went inside, one of them had to go outside. He didn't get the best of trips as they turned for home. Had to go, like I said, had to go about 2 miles wide. He'll be dangerous, and obviously he will be coming late in the Belmont. Next up, Nest. That's right, the filly Nest. Todd Pletcher. Rumor is this horse may enter the Belmont Stakes for Todd Pletcher. Last time we saw this horse, she finished 2nd to the winner there, of course, Secret Oath, who won the Kentucky Oaks that day. Secret Oath, of course, came back to try the Preakness, did not go well. Nest was very, very good coming into the race, obviously winning the Ashland Stakes, and really just ran a great race here. Just got beat by a better performance than Secret Oath, but Nest being a Curlin horse out of an AP Indy mare. Distance. You can see her close here. Secret Oath, no match, but she continues to close. She continues to grind. Skippy Long Stocking, trained by Saffy Joseph Jr., last seen finishing 5th in the Preakness. You can see him here, you kind of went with Epicenter on the rail, and then one went inside, one went wide. To be honest, Skippy Long Stocking was never a threat in this race. Never really a threat to do anything. He kind of just ran in place the whole entire way around, but he would seemingly want to go long, and the pace of this race didn't necessarily do him any favors. So you think the longer the better for Skippy. Of course, he's kind of closed a little bit there, but no, not making up any ground. I don't look at him as a real threat in the Belmont. And how about Rich Strike? That's right, 80-1 Kentucky Derby winner Rich Strike. Last time we saw the horse, opted to skip the Preakness and point to the Belmont Stakes so they would have a fresh horse. Eric Reed trains this horse, and look, I mean, you don't need any kind of introduction or any kind of analysis of what this horse is. We all saw it. We all lived through it in the Kentucky Derby. I mean, you talk about the trips of all trips and just everything opened up and you went the rail and sunny. I mean, everything had to work, but hey, the horse closed. He had to do all the work, and we talked about horses like Mo Donegal. We talked about horses like Barber Road, how those horses, but this horse was like shot out of a cannon as they close this race. Just completely runs down Epicenter in the final strides here of the Kentucky Derby. Listen, if he can do that again, if he can close again like this in the Belmont, I mean, he's the one to beat, right? And as we enter this race, how is he not the top 3-year-old? Let me know your thoughts. Which horse are you going to be playing at the Belmont Stakes? 10 horses right now are lined up, or at least planning to run in the Belmont Stakes, or at least possibly going to run. The only horse I did mention, Kucher, for Rudolph Brissett. He won an allowance race last out at Churchill. That's why he's not listed. So I'm sure I'm going to put him in the winner circle by not including him in this video, but that's the only one. The other 9 were featured here. Let me know your thoughts. Which horse can get the distance? Which horse is this going to be perfect for? Who are you playing? Do you think a long shot's going to win? Is it chalky? How's this thing going to play out? Leave your comments below. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit like. Until next time,